Hey everybody! I have a whiteboard, I have a marker. We're going to take a look at some solid shapes and think about the rooms around us to see if we can find some examples. Here we go. All right, so the first one is a tricky one to say. So this is a cylinder, right? Doesn't start with an S, it starts with a C. It's a cylinder. Lots of kids will just look at it and think of it as a can. When I think of a cylinder, I know that every cylinder has like a round, flat top. It has curved sides, right? And it can roll a little bit. So you think of like a jar would be an example of a cylinder. So if you looked around your house, I'm sure you could see a can of soup or a can of soda or, let's see, what else? A candle would be an example of a can or a cylinder. All right, so I think what we should do for each of these is just try our best to draw one and then look around to see if we can't name any real life objects that look a lot like this. Not exactly, but a lot. So let's try a cone. Yeah, much easier, I think, for kids to think about what a cone is. All they have to imagine is ice cream or a party hat or a traffic cone, right? But if you think about it, the cone is going to have a round face on the bottom, like a circular bottom, and then it's going to be kind of curved as it comes up to a point, right? So think about like that ice cream cone or a party hat. Like I said. Pyramid. There are actually a couple different kinds of pyramids. They're kind of tricky to draw, to be honest. The pyramid I think of most are those great big pyramids in the desert, right? Those pyramids have a square bottom, and then their sides kind of come up to a point, right? And it's not perfect, but the idea is that they're not rounded on the side. They wouldn't roll. They would slide if you laid them over, right? And then this is a square bottom pyramid. There are also pyramids that are based on a triangle as well. So same idea comes up to a point, but instead of having 4 different sides, they would only have 3. Sorry about my poor drawing of a pyramid. A ball or a sphere. I'm sure we could look around your house and find about a million examples of these. These are not circles. They are round in shape. They roll really nicely, right? So a sphere, like soccer ball, baseball, tennis ball, sphere. You could say ball if you wanted to. Some of these are tricky to say. This last one is a box or a cube. When you're thinking about a cube, the trick to this is every side is a square, right? So some things around you are boxes where some of the sides are longer than others. That's still a cool, solid shape. It has a different name, though. We would call that a rectangular prism rather than a cube. A cube is a very specific one that has all of its faces are equal and they're all squares. So yeah, so very interesting. So we named some real life objects. Maybe that goes with each one of these words. These words are going to be our focus today. I think we're going to do a fun slideshow and show you some of these real life objects that we were talking about. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.